Europe's biggest insurer, Allianz, says Superstorm Sandy won't blow it off its 2012 target. Plus, operating profit this year should still be more than 9 billion euros. I'm joined on the line from Munich now by Allianz Chief Financial Officer, Oliver Bäte. Thank you so much for joining us, Oliver. First question, of course, it takes some time for the claims to finally all come through. How do you know you're not going to have to raise the claim estimate?
Claims estimates might rise over time, but our profitability is so strong this year that even with rising claims, we are confident we can make our 9 billion profit outlook for the year.
Okay, and third quarter net income coming in at 1.4 billion euros. Your shares, of course, have risen some 27% this year, outpacing AXA. How can you keep this going on, and what are the potential risks in 2013?
All our cylinders are firing at this point in time. Property, casualty, life insurance, and in particular asset management is doing really well. PIMCO has stellar results, so we're very happy with the development this year. For 2013, the situation will remain tough. Yeah, we are in a lull in terms of the European debt markets at this point in time. We're preparing for further shocks. But the underlying operating profitability is very strong, so we have a very positive view on 2013.
Now, you mentioned markets. Of course, it's a tough environment. AXA has been squeezed because it has promised some of its customers that it will return a minimum amount. Should investors be worried that Allianz might have this similar issue in the future?
No, we don't. Obviously, I don't want to comment about any competitor. We hope the best for AXA. From an Allianz perspective, we are combining two things. Number one, we have been de-risking our balance sheet consistently over the last 3 years and strengthened our capital base as evidenced in our rating. And that strong capital position helps us to support our clients and the products on the one hand, and it also makes sure that we are more shock resilient. In addition, we have one of the best asset management business in the world that also support us in achieving superior returns for our life insurance client. Often forgotten, this is not just about asset management, but it supports life insurance returns. So we feel fairly comfortable despite the strong headwinds.
And let's move on to Solvency II. Some delays seen there. When do you expect it to finally come through, and will it harm Allianz in any way?
It's unclear what Solvency II is going to do. We have a little bit of a stalemate at this point in time. We are most worried about a balkanization of regulation in Europe. We really want Solvency II to succeed, but it needs to be done right. So as of today, we don't believe the January 2015 starting date is realistic. It's going to be further delayed. But hope it comes through because we as an industry need a risk-based capital frame.
And would moving away from harmonization be an advantage or a disadvantage for the industry, do you think?
I think for the industry, particularly the international companies, would be a disadvantage. And therefore, we still hope that politicians and regulators can come together to make this thing eventually work. Obviously, with the right capital charges for our long-term insurance products, which society now needs more than ever.
Okay, and let's look ahead. This coming January, you're going to be swapping jobs with Dieter Wemmer. What do you think are the biggest challenges of the job, and also, what are you doing to prepare for it?
At the moment, I have very little time to prepare. I'm focusing on serving my company as CFO, and then we'll look what the new job brings as of January. I'm very excited with the prospects of going into the line, having some of our most dynamic countries under my wing. So I'm very excited to look at the new year.
Great. We look forward to speaking to you in that role. My thanks to Allianz Chief Financial Officer, Oliver Bäte. More on corporate leaders in today's Fact Box. Find out what makes John Alcan the man behind Fiat tick. That's available on demand on our platform. I'm Angeline Ong, and this is Reuters.